Hi Sagittarius, this is your September 1st through the 7th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entry in your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already in a relationship or married. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you. After that, in spread number 4, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And we'll wrap things up with the 5th, the final spread, which will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week, Sagittarius. We have the Ten of Cups, then we have the Page of Wands clarified by the Magician, the Two of Cups clarified by the Nine of Cups. In the potential outcome, we have the Ace of Swords with the Eight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Virgo, perhaps even another Sagittarius, or absolutely any zodiac sign. Any zodiac sign. Alright, Sagittarius, I got some news. Some of you will be moving, relocating, or literally going somewhere. Literally going somewhere. Alright, yep, we do have, well, technically we have 3 cards that could be interpreted as literally going somewhere or moving cards. 2 of them are in the potential outcome, and the third one is on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so yeah, some of you are moving, so you could be together. Or maybe it's like a trip, and once you guys go on that trip, it'll become formal and official that the 2 of you are together. Okay, but what's interesting about this reading is it starts with a Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups. I would usually expect this card to show up much later in the readings, but you know, sometimes cards come out however they want to come out. So maybe it's a clear sign from the universe that this person could be the one. This person could be the one you could be spending the rest of your life with, right? Because it is a kind of a family, commitment, marriage. It's the happily ever after card. All right, so maybe that's what's going on. But I think for some of you, this is where you are meeting this person. For some of you, a family member can introduce you to this person, okay? But you know, if you're going to a wedding, or if you're going to an engagement party or housewarming party, or maybe some kind of a family-oriented event, and it's not just family members, but friends and friends of friends are also coming, but it's just going to be like a massive, happy celebration, right? That is somehow associated with family, even remotely. All right, or do we feel like a family event, right? So maybe this is where you're meeting this person. Okay, this reading is supposed to come out during the long weekend here in the United States. We do have a long weekend. Maybe there is some kind of like a happy gathering, a festival or what have you, and maybe this is where you're meeting this person. So be on the lookout of events like really happy, maybe somehow associated with family events. So maybe that's how you're meeting this person. Okay, because the Page of Wands, the next card that came out, it is a card of communication. All right, it is a card of, it's a fire sign indicator. You're a fire sign. Maybe you're dealing with a fellow fire sign. But you know, the Page of Wands is a card of like flirting. It's a card of cracking jokes, being funny. You know, it's a good page. I always like the Page of Wands because it's perhaps you're dealing with somebody who's got a great sense of humor. Right? The Magician clarifying it, that could be the person you're dealing with, right? The Magician could be a Virgo or Gemini you're dealing with. By the way, we're right in the middle of a Virgo birthday season. You could be invited later to go to a Virgo's birthday party. Okay? Or, you know, the Magician, maybe this person works as a magician at that event. Or something like that. Alright? But the Magician is a card of manifestation. The Magician is a card of taking action. Right? Because the Magician's got all the tools they need at their disposal and they're using those tools. So maybe you're dealing with a jack of all trades who is very funny, very intelligent. They can do whatever they want. Right? And they will definitely get your interest because the next 2 cards are the Two of Cups clarified by the Nine of Cups. And as you can see, we have 2 people in the Two of Cups, and I assume that's you and this person. It is a soulmate card. It is a card of when 2 people are on the same page, feeling the same way towards one another. The Nine of Cups clarifying it is a card of a wish come true. The Nine of Cups could also be an event. So like I said, you could be meeting this person at some kind of a family-oriented event, and maybe they will later invite you to go to some other event. Again, if it's a Virgo birthday coming up, maybe they're Virgo or they're inviting you to go to a Virgo birthday party together with them, what have you. In some tarot decks in the Nine of Cups, people are standing around and celebrating, socializing. But the Nine of Cups is a wish come true card. And it's clarifying the Two of Cups with two people in it. And here come those travel cards. In the potential outcome, we have the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. The Ace of Swords is a yes. It's one of the yes cards in the deck. It's a card of clarity. It's a card of no BS, as I often refer to this Ace of Swords. It's a card of a very straightforward, very direct conversation. And the remaining cards will follow after that. That's how I think it's going to play out. Right? The Eight of Wands is the card of a lot of communication. It's a card of Cupid's arrows, right? And it's a card of going somewhere or moving. The Wheel of Fortune, it's actually one of your major arcana cards, Sagittarius. The Wheel of Fortune can be interpreted as many different zodiac signs, and Sagittarius is one of them, but it's also a card of literally going somewhere, starting a new cycle, right? It's a very fortunate card. And the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck, it is also a card of moving on, going somewhere, and it's a card of an improvement. So your life is about to get much better, Sagittarius. All right? Really happy for you. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Sagittarius, this spread is for you. We have the Five of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Fool, and the Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aries. I didn't have to clarify anything because it's clear to me what's going on. This spread, all these cards are talking about letting go of something or someone. Okay? No more. Letting go. That's pretty much what this reading is all about. It could be letting go of a person, letting go of a situation, letting go of a living situation, work, what have you. Okay? And yeah, that's what the Fool is at the end. The Fool is the only major arcana card here. The Fool is a card of letting go. For some of you, maybe you will be trying something new, something risky. All right. So let me throw in an example. Maybe one of you wants to try I don't know, scuba diving or rock climbing. Right? And the other one of you is not so sure if this is such a great idea. But then eventually, the one who wants to try this new thing, they will prevail. They will say you want to try something, but your person doesn't. Right? And you will eventually talk them into doing it. Okay? That's the only other way for me to interpret this. Right? Either trying something new and the other person has doubts, reservations. Right? But and then you will actually go for it, or letting go of something. Let me know how this plays out for you. But yeah, I like the fact that the Fool showed up at the end. It's a good card to have at the end. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Sagittarius, this week. Keep in mind it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Two of Pentacles clarified by the Hangman. We have the Six of Wands clarified by Judgment. We have the Empress and the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Libra, Taurus, or any zodiac sign. It's a reconciliation, Sagittarius. It really is. The only reason I clarified those two cards that I clarified, I was hoping to give you more ideas for this person's zodiac sign is. But we got what we got. Right? The Hangman could be a Pisces. I usually don't interpret Judgment as a particular zodiac sign, but every major arcana card is associated with a zodiac sign, or sometimes two. Anyway, Judgment, yeah, it is a card of having to make a judgment call. It's also a card of somebody coming back from the past. The Six of Wands that Judgment is clarifying. This card used to be called the proposal card. All right, they can be proposing to you. And the Six of Wands is a card of attention and them wanting to win you back. It is a card of victory. There's hesitation in the beginning with the Two of Pentacles clarified by the Hangman. Hesitation, but maybe they're just afraid that you wouldn't take them back. Maybe they need to come up with a strategy, right, to show you that it's going to be worth your time to go back to this person. Or maybe they were making money for some of you, right? But whatever the case, right? So here they come. The Empress right next to the deck, it's probably you, Sagittarius. I think it's a reasonable assumption. The Empress is a mother figure, wife figure, spouse figure. Okay, it is also a card of somebody who is loved, cherished, taken care of. And besides that, the Empress is one of the most positive cards in the deck. It's the last card that showed up, and it's a really good sign. If the Empress shows up, especially at the end, it's a really good sign. Sagittarius, really good sign. Also a good sign is the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Taurus, right? It's a Taurus major arcana card. But it is a card of something traditional, like a committed relationship or marriage. So if this person was non-committal in the past, they're coming back to marry you. Sagittarius. Maybe that's the only way for you to even consider, right? That this person is coming back to marry you. Alright? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Sagittarius, this week. We have the High Priestess, we have the Three of Wands clarified by the World, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. It's a very straightforward reading, Sagittarius. This week you will make a final decision to end something and to start something new. Okay? That's what's going on. Three major arcana cards, so this is something serious. Some of you could be quitting a job and starting a new job. Maybe you're quitting your job and maybe you'll want to start your own business. You could be realizing that your skill set is outdated and you will have to maybe take a class or two, right? Maybe get a certificate or two or something like that. But you will realize that it cannot go like this any longer. And I think this is your intuition is telling you, right? The High Priestess, the first card I came out, it is your intuition. Or it could be like an educated decision. The High Priestess is also a card of a secret, so maybe you're not telling anybody, you're not sharing with anybody what you're about to do. Alright? But the remaining cards, the Three of Wands clarified by the World and the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, definitely an ending and a new beginning. But I think this is you who is doing this. Right? This is you. And with the Three of Wands, that's it. There is no going back, and you know it. You know it. Once you're done, once you tell them, once you put your notice, the 2-week notice in or what have you, this is done. Or maybe you'll sign up for a class or something. Okay, but there's definitely an ending and a new beginning with those World and the Wheel of Fortune. And I think this is the right decision. Otherwise, we would have seen different cards. We would have seen different cards. This is good. Alright? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Sagittarius. We have the King of Swords, clarified by the Page of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the Sun on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We also have Leo on the table. This reading could be directly or indirectly related to you, Sagittarius. So this King of Swords is getting married. Okay? Or this King of Swords is buying a home. Or this King of Swords is going to come into a lot of money somehow. Okay? And again, it could be directly related to you or indirectly related to you. Okay? But this King of Swords is somebody you will be either dealing with or hear from or hear about from another person, right? But it's most likely an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Ten of Pentacles in the middle is a card of marriage. It's also a card of a lot of money, and it's a card of real estate. Real estate. Maybe this person is a real estate agent, and this person will help you buy a home or something like that. All right. The Six of Wands right next to the deck. It is a card of victory and success, and this card used to be called the proposal card. Okay. This person could be a lawyer, by the way, right? And maybe this person will help you. I'm not saying that you will need to go to court or something like this, but perhaps it's been going on for a while. Maybe you're in the middle of a lawsuit, and perhaps this week, this lawsuit will finally wrap up with a victory for you. Okay? Yeah. The Sun, by the way, is the happiest card in the deck. Yeah, it's the only major arcana card, and it's the happiest card in the deck. Yeah, there could be somebody, you may hear that somebody is about to have a baby, maybe. Okay, because we do have two kids here. The Page of Cups, and there's another kid in the Sun card. Alright, so maybe somebody's getting pregnant. Okay, alright, so that's what you're not expecting, Sagittarius. And that's what I have for you for this reading, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Sagittarius, have an amazing week.